Hello everyone, welcome back to channel again. This is Cloud Institution, the best cloud training institution in Bangalore. So today in this video, what are we going to do is that, so we're going to see about Microsoft Entra ID, which is the Azure services. So we're going to see how to create or delete users in Entra ID. Okay, so first of all, we are going to see what is Entra ID, and followed by that, we are going to see that how to create users in Entra ID. So now, let's go back and see that what is an Azure Entra ID. Okay, so the Entra ID is formerly known as a access control IAM, so the identity and access control management. Previously it was called as a Active Directory. Okay, so it's the cloud-based identity access management, right? So that helps the organization to secure and manage the identities for hybrid and multi-cloud environments. So basically, what it's trying to do is that if you know about the Windows services, previously it was Active Directory, wherein you can create users and groups, and you can create a service principals, so all this kind of access related things, and you can just grant an access for the various services. So this is what it is, right? So today we are going to see what is so how to create users, and how to delete the users, and how to access the users with the portal. Okay, we're going to see all these things, right? So let's go back to our console. Okay, this is our Azure portal. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to type Azure Entra, okay, Entra ID. So I'm going to search for Entra ID. So as soon as you just go here, you can see all the users, groups, external identities, roles and administrator, all these things you can get. So now click on users. Okay, so now I have only one user. Okay, so which is my primary user. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to create a new user. So create a new user. Okay, so the display name is going to be the cloud institution. Okay, cloud institution is the user. So I'm going to give the display name is also going to be a cloud institution. And the password, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to create a auto-generated password. I'm removing the auto-generated password. So I'm giving my own password. Okay. So I'm giving cloud institution. Okay. So I've given my own password. All right. So now account enable. So whenever you are just enabling this account will be enabled for accessing through portal. Okay. So validation failed. So record information is missing, or validation failed for the basics. So we'll see what was the validation is being failed for this one. Uh, um, so so password cannot contain the username. Okay, so we need to give some different username for this one. Okay, I'm going to give something else. Okay, so I've given some different username. So you should not give the same username, whatever. Same password just contains the username of this one, right? So now I'm going to create it. Okay, now let's go back and refresh. So the user is successfully created. So now I'll go back and refresh it. Now you can see the cloud institution username is got created. Okay, so now what are we going to do is that let's go back and access this user. Access the portal using this user name. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to copy this username, and I'm going to the incognito window. Okay, so now I'm going to type portal.azure.com. Okay, so it's asking me for a sign in portal, right? So now here what I'm going to do is that I'm going to give the username. Okay, and then click on next, and the password I'm going to use that. Okay, so whatever the password I've just created. Okay, so change the password because we already created this password. The administrator should know this password, so whenever the new user is accessing this password, it's asking for a new password change. So okay, I've just changed the password. You can just click on sign in. Okay, so ask for later. So if you want to do authentication action required, your organization requires the additional security information. Okay, so if you want to set up that MFA and all this stuff, you can just do it, but you can just make it, don't sign in. Okay, so you can just give cancel. So now you can see here, you'll be access to, you'll be you have an access to the portal, right? So now, okay, so this is how you're creating access, right? So now you can go to subscription. You don't see any subscriptions, right? So this is how. So in the next video, we're going to see that how to assign a role assignments for this particular user. Okay. So for this, for now, hope you understand how to create a user. Okay. So I'm going to delete this one. So let's see how to delete this user. Okay, go to users. Okay, so click on users and click on cloud institution and then delete user. Okay, so now the user is got deleted. Okay, so this is how we will be creating a user and deleting user in Entra ID. Okay, so in the next video, we're going to see, excuse me. So in the next video, what are we going to see is that we're going to see how to create a user and how to grant an access for the subscriptions. Okay, so that's it from this video. Hope this video was really helpful for you. And in the next video, we're going to see about some other different topics about Entra ID. And thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned for further videos on Azure.